Listen, the more you learn, the more you earn. Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Sabali Freeman. Today, I got a really important video topic for you guys. It's going to be about what education is and what it's not. And I think it's really important for anybody going through their academic journey. So I think it's going to be a good video topic. Before we get into the video, I'd just like to say that it's definitely been a minute since I posted any content. I think the last video I dropped was like the first quarter of the fall semester, which was a few weeks ago, argumentably about a month ago. Yeah, so it's been a minute, but I just been really busy. But I'm doing good, hanging in there. I just gotta, keep swinging and finish strong. But I'm doing really well in all my classes. But it's just been a grind, so I haven't really, just had too much time to, get these videos out. But best believe I will have a lot of content in the near future. But I just, gotta stay focused on this semester right now. But I got time today, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop a video. So, what education isn't, right? That's what kind of where I want to start off with. And what it isn't is, education is not going to an institution and sitting in a classroom um, and turning your brain off from thinking and just taking what somebody else is telling you as 100% factual, right? So, you have these professors, these teachers who, have bachelor's degree, master's degrees, PhDs, right? And they're exposing you to information. And because they've been to college, because they've educated themselves in that particular field, it's easy, to kind of just sit in the classroom and, just listen to everything they have to say and accept it as truth, which is to believe, right? If you look up the definition of belief or believing, it is to accept something as a truth, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that what you're accepting as a truth is factual or is real or it is the truth, but you're just going to just accept it as the truth, right? And that's what a belief is, or believing in something, right? So it's very easy to go into a classroom and believe that everything this professor is teaching you is 100% factual. But there's a difference between belief and knowing, right? And again, I've already broke down the definition of belief, but to know something is knowing that this is the correct answer, right? So this is 100% factual, right? I know 1 plus 1 is 2, right? I know that factually, right? So that's just a small example, but you want to go into these classes and have knowing, right? To have belief is not enough, right? You want to know that whatever this professor is teaching you is 100% factual, and the only way you're going to do that is if you take a step back from what they've exposed to you and do your own due diligence, expand on that exposure, right? Do your own research and really critically think for yourself, right? And that is, in my opinion, the purpose of education, right? Educating is going to a college and, doing your due diligence, doing your research so that you can have knowing, right? That is education. Education is not going into a classroom and just believing everything somebody says without having read anything for yourself, right? That's brainwashing. So I want to kind of give that to you guys as you embark on your academic journey, as you go to college, as you're in school, high school, whatever the case may be, to realize that you still need to think for yourself. You still need to do your own due diligence, do your own research, especially when you're in college. I will say in college, you're going to be bombarded with so many indoctrinations. You're going to be bombarded with so many different things that they're going to have on campus, and it's really easy to, especially for a young 18-year-old college student, 19-year-old college student, it's really easy to fall prey to all these different thought processes and belief systems. It's very easy to do that, and so you must critically think for yourself. And no matter what nobody says to you, I don't care if they got a PhD, I don't care if they're a doctor, a medical doctor, I don't care if they got a master's degree, I don't care what the case is, you always have to remember that you must be your own critical thinker. You must do that. And that to me is true education, when you're thinking for yourself and when you're doing your own due diligence. And I think that's just very important for anybody on the academic journey to know. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something from it. I appreciate you all taking the time to listen to me. And like I said, I will have a lot more content in the near future. And yeah, other than that, see you guys later. I'll see you on the next clip.